What is up? My name is Anthony. I want to welcome you to the channel, and today we are going to be talking about the Ethereum price in a technical analysis video, which also gets into some on-chain analytics. I'm going to give you some really important information towards the end of this video about that, so definitely make sure to stick around. And at the time of this recording, Ethereum is trading at $1,352 and has been consolidating for the last 2 weeks, and the price has almost been going nowhere. So what's that mean? It means it's getting ready to pop. But before we get into it, I want to remind you guys to like this video if you want to see more Ethereum content from me, and ask you to consider joining our growing community by subscribing if you are someone who is serious about incorporating cryptocurrency into your overall wealth building strategy. So let's get into this. We are currently looking at the daily time frame for the Ethereum to USD chart on Coinbase. And the last video I made for you guys was right here where this yellow arrow is, and this was on January 25th. And we talked about how we were watching what could be an ascending triangle. I'm going to also let you know in this video what else this could potentially be, but at the moment, I'm approaching this as if it's an ascending triangle. And in the grand scheme of things, this is a continuation pattern which could lead to a continuation of the uptrend we've been enjoying since all the way back in March when COVID first hit, really. And since recording that video, you can see how we have stayed within the confines of this ascending triangle, which means the price action, as I mentioned in the introduction, is getting closer and closer together, which means it is moving less and less and doing something we called consolidation. Now, theoretically, when we find price patterns on charts, they tend to be impatient, which means they won't go all the way to the end. And the end of this pattern, as it looks right now, is on February 6th. So what I'm telling you in this video is we are getting extremely close to either an upside breakout, which of course I'm sure we're all hoping for, or potentially a breakout to the downside. Of course, you guys know I am bullish on Ethereum as a whole, and I do think that we are just getting started. And based on the tendencies of an ascending triangle, the probabilities are in our favor that this will break out to the upside. And I, myself, am remaining bullish until proven otherwise. Truth be told, I am in a swing trade right now on Ethereum, and I have been in one since I made that last video. And as I mentioned in my last video, if you take the height of this ascending triangle and raise it to the breakout price, you will potentially get a price target of just about $2,000. So yeah, that is still on the table. That has not gone anywhere in the last 7 days if you watched my last one. But I do need to show you another potential pattern. And if I get rid of this ascending triangle here, and I look at this line that is going up at a bit of a diagonal as opposed to straight across, which you could easily see here in the pattern, this could be a rising wedge. Now, not many people on Twitter or anywhere I've seen have been talking about this pattern, but this is something that's on my radar. So in order to confirm that this would be a rising wedge, which is, by the way, a bearish reversal pattern, is not a good thing if this is indeed a rising wedge. But in order for this to become a rising wedge, we would need to see this break out and then hit a ceiling right around here, around $1,480, then come back down and break past, let's say, $1,342 on the downside. And it would need to come with a lot of volume. We'd need to see a significant move to the downside with a daily close for me to be convinced that this is actually a rising wedge. I tend to be very bullish right now on cryptocurrency in general. As you guys know, Ethereum has a lot of amazing things going for it. I mean, DeFi is something I haven't mentioned at all in my last video or any of the recent videos that I've made on Ethereum, but there is so much value locked in DeFi, and the entire legacy financial system is being restructured in a decentralized manner, and that is, I don't want to say all, but the vast majority of those projects are being built on the Ethereum blockchain. So I'm very bullish about that. And I do believe that this could be a huge year for Ethereum. But I'd like to turn our attention now to the Block website. And this is a website that can give us the on-chain metrics for Bitcoin, Ethereum. You can compare them, and you can find out a lot of information about what's really happening on the Ethereum blockchain, track growth. This is a really powerful site that I've just been kind of starting to get into now, and I wanted to show you guys on my channel. So let's just take a look at the monthly transactions on the Ethereum network. Take a look at how we have a nice growth trend here if you wanted to show that, but also take a look at how January 2021 was the highest amount of monthly transactions on the Ethereum network. So it is being used more often than ever. If you take a look at the active addresses on the Ethereum network, we're not at an all-time high, but we are very close to it at 14 million active addresses. So pretty good there. You can see that also kind of been trending up really throughout all of 2020 and now into 2021. And we should be on pace to break this January 2018 high, which of course came as a result of the initial alt season and the ICO craze. And the third metric I want to show you is the Ethereum's on-chain volume, which is leaps and bounds higher than it's ever been. And of course, the previous record was back in January of 2018. You can just see how this thing soared this month to $231 billion worth of on-chain volume. All of this information points to the fact that the Ethereum ecosystem is growing and that it shows no signs of slowing down, which is another reason I'm bullish. I think February could be a big month for us, guys. I've got my eye on that $2,000 target. And the price we need to really break out past to get out of this ascending triangle and convince us that it's not a rising wedge is we need to break up above really about $1,500. If you can see Ethereum go beyond $1,500, then we, my friends, could be in for a serious ride, potentially up to as high as $2,000 and beyond. Smash the like button if you want to see me continue to make Ethereum content on this channel. And let me know in the comments section what you are seeing in the charts and if I am missing anything. Aside from that, I want to remind you to never invest more than you can afford to lose in cryptocurrency and to enjoy the ride. Later, guys.